NFL Nation, how you doing? Come on in. I'm Dolph Jackson of the Come On In Sports Network, and I'd like to welcome you to as the NFL Turns, the fastest growing and #1 pregame show on all the social media, baby. Listen, family, hope everybody's having a great Sunday. The football week got kicked off this past Christmas. We had football on Christmas. We had a Thursday night game that quite literally was a snoozer. Then yesterday we had some good football action. The Chargers clinched. The Chargers are now in the playoff. We had a thrilling game in the jungle in Cincinnati as the Bengals outlast the Denver Broncos despite their defense. And today, the big game today, the Packers taking on the Vikings today. Yeah, I believe that's the big game today. Let me see, because I don't want to misquote. The Packers and the Vikings. That's the big one today, family. Playoffs implication, possible preview of the wild card round. We shall see. But listen, this is as the NFL's turns. As I said, hit that like button, hit that notification button, bell, so you can stay informed and know when we are on. Look, the guys will be coming in soon. So listen, let's do a quick recap of games already that have taken place. The Kansas City Chiefs clinched the #1 overall seed in the AFC with a convincing 29-10 victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Kansas City Chiefs are sitting here at 15-1. And just like last year, everyone is trying to find any and everything, any kind of crack in their armor, so to speak, where they're not as explosive. They have too many injuries. Well, none of that matters right now because the Kansas City Chiefs, once again, are that team, and they're sitting here with the #1 seed in the AFC. Pittsburgh, now, all they had to do was win to be in. They no longer control their own destiny. They need the Baltimore Ravens to lose, and they have to get a victory next week in order to win the AFC North and clinch a playoff spot. Okay, family, now, speaking of the Ravens, they just went into H-Town and decimated the Houston Texans. What has happened to the Houston Texans? I'm going to tell you what's happened to the Houston Texans. They were not able to sneak up on people this year. Last year, no one had any expectations of the Houston Texans besides those guys in the locker room. They stumbled onto a great young quarterback in C.J. Stroud, but this year Stroud has kind of hit that sophomore jinx, that sophomore wall, so he's having kind of a sophomore slump. Houston has to get it together. Can H-Town make any noise in the playoffs? Already clinched, they're in. Right now, if I'm a team in the AFC and there's a team that I don't mind playing in the wild card round to open up the playoffs, right now, it would be the Houston Texans because they have a lot to figure out in Houston. Things are not all rosy in H-Town. All right, family. Then the snoozer, Thursday night game. Did anybody really watch this game? Thursday night, 6-3. Shout out to the Seattle Seahawks for keeping their playoff hopes alive with a dreadful – this game here was more hard to watch. I would have how should I put this? Watching paint dry 2 times over would have been more exciting than watching this game, folks. 6-3, Seahawks victorious. Bears have a lot of things that they need to accomplish in this offseason, namely surrounding their young quarterback with more talent on the offensive side of the ball, the offensive line, and also their defense. Okay, now, yesterday, how about this? Jim Harbaugh continues to prove that he is arguably one of the best coaches, in my opinion, ever to do it. Now, what would cement that for him would be, of course, getting his first Lombardi. But the man has won at every level and everywhere he's been. The man is simply a culture builder. He's a coach's coach, he's the player's coach. He's the guy that everyone wants. If you're looking for a head coach, you're looking for a Jim Harbaugh clone. What he walked into this offseason was a team that many felt just kept underachieving under their predecessor head coach. Harbaugh walks in fresh from walking into his alma mater, Michigan, rebuilding that program and leading them to a national championship. And now for the third time in just 11 years, but the second time in 3 years, the Los Angeles Chargers will be in the AFC playoffs. So congratulations to the Chargers, that defense that they have. And Justin Herbert's been having quite the season, contrary to many beliefs. So the Chargers will have to be dealt with in the division, in the wild card playoff coming up in 2 weeks. Now, this game here yesterday, what more can you say about this game yesterday? Well, first of all, I got to do something, family. I got to do something. And here's what it is. I was not, and those of you who follow us on the regular, you know, I was not a big Bo Nix fan of him in college or when he was drafted or early on in the season. But let me just say this. I got to give that young man all his respect, all due respects to Bo Nix. Because yesterday that kid went toe-to-toe with Joe Burrow, throw for throw. He had his team moments away, a play away from winning that game. Now, listen, if you go to that overtime, I believe it was Patrick, where he had them in that window between the safety over top and you had the corner underneath, and it was just out the reach of the wide receiver. And, of course, the Bengals went down and scored and won the game. But Bo Nix has definitely, I think, put his hat in the ring for Rookie of the Year. I love Jalen Daniels, but right now, to me, it's out those two, Jalen Daniels and Bo Nix for Offensive Rookie of the Year in the NFL. That game yesterday, again, it was a great contest between those two teams, between the Bengals and the Denver Broncos, a team that many did not expect anything from this year. We all knew Sean Payton was going in. Sean Payton considered one of the he's a good coach, if not great. And he goes in his first season in Denver after sitting all the year, after spending over 2 decades in New Orleans, or just under 2 decades in New Orleans. And now he takes the Broncos, leads them in his second season to the playoffs. First year he had Russell Wilson. They didn't mesh. They move on from Russell Wilson. They eat that big contract. They eat all that money. They go out. They get them a young quarterback that they now can build around. So the defense of that Broncos defense is real, and they are to be respected, and they're gonna have to be dealt with in these coming playoffs. If, and here's the if. It's simple for the Broncos now, just like yesterday. Next week is when you're in or you go home. Because if you lose next week, you're going to need help. You're going to need the Bengals and the coach to lose next week to get invited to the playoff party. So speaking of games that were completed, let's take a look at some of these stats from yesterday in this game, because this game was wild yesterday, fam. This game was just simply wild. It was a great game, as we all know. I think one of the better games of the season. Let me share the screen with you, fam. Let me get this up there for you. One of the better games of the season yesterday, the Broncos and the Chiefs. All right, here's the comparison right here with Bo Nix and Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow passed the ball 49 times yesterday. 49 times the Bengals passed the ball yesterday. 39 to 49, 412 yards for Joe Cool, like I like to call him, for Joe Cool. But the thing about this, family, if not for the record, just like Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow will be in the conversation for MVP. And speaking of that MVP, I didn't realize that Lamar Jackson, and we'll get to this later, but I didn't realize that Lamar Jackson fan was having the kind of season that he was having. Lamar Jackson, of course, became the all-time leading rusher in the NFL history for quarterbacks, trailing only as he surpassed Michael Vick. Now he done it. Some would say, well, Michael Vick, he lost a few years. Don't matter. He still done it. He still did it in fewer games, in fewer seasons. Lamar Jackson is special. To me, I call him a video game on the field, man. He is just electric. He's an electric football player. The addition of Derrick Henry in that backfield to take pressure off him, and also let's shout out Zay Flowers. The emergence of Zay Flowers as a bona fide number one receiver for Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. For the last 2-3 years, we knew it was Andrews, the fine tight end. But now, Zay Flowers, Andrews, you got playmakers all over the field now for Lamar Jackson. You just can't key on Lamar Jackson running. You got to worry about Derrick Henry. And if you try to double Zay Flowers, take him out, then you got one-on-one with Mark Andrews. The key for the Ravens going forward is going to be consistency, coaching decisions. That's going to be big because a lot of people question a lot of decisions that John Harbaugh has made. So that's going to be the question. And believe it or not, we're talking about the defense. The defense. Can the defense of the Baltimore Ravens start playing consistently Baltimore Ravens defense, the kind of defense that we're used to seeing this team play year in and year out? It's been a helter-skelter year for them. It's been up and down. It hasn't been as consistent. But, hey, the Ravens and Lamar Jackson sitting pretty right now in the AFC North. And, again, yesterday's game, we see the numbers here. The completion percentage for Bo Nix was 77%. Joe Burrow was 79%. One intercept thrown in this game was by Bo Nix. Rushing, you had Jalen McLaurin. He had 69 yards from the Broncos on 10 carries in the contest. For the Bengals, Chase Brown carried the ball 20 times for 67 yards. And just the threat of the run a lot of times is enough to open up the passing game. So I want to give kudos to the offensive coordinator of the Bengals for sticking with the running game. They stuck with the running game yesterday, and they paid dividends for them. As they scored 30 points on the Broncos defense. One of the top units, if not the top unit in the NFL. So that was impressive yesterday. Then in the receiving game, man, listen. You had Marvin Mims Jr. He caught all 8 of his receptions yesterday. And listen, that catch at the end of the full quarter, at the end of regulation that sent that game into overtime, simply put, that was one of the best catches you will ever see. That was straight prime time. That was big time. He straight mossed both of them. He had 8 catches for 103 yards and 2 touchdowns, but none bigger than his last go. Colton Sutton had 5 catches on the day, 5 of 9 on the day for 55 yards. Now, as for the Bengals, what will the offseason bring? Will T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, will this dynamic duo be together again in Cincinnati? Can they keep them together? I'm telling you, a lot of teams need to be knocking on the door for T. Higgins. T. Higgins on 12 targets had 11 catches for 131 yards. And as Carlos would say, 3 touches, baby. Not 1, not 2, not 3. The man had 3 touchdowns. Jamar Chase. Now, Chase didn't get in the end zone yesterday, but he had 9 catches for 102 yards on 15 targets. And a tight end that many had forgot about because of injuries. But when he was healthy, and really going strong. He was one of the best tight ends in the National Football League. I'm talking about Mike Gesicki. Gesicki on the day, 10 catches for 86 yards on 12 targets. Great game yesterday. If you didn't watch that game, go back and watch it, family. It was just a great contest yesterday. Shout out, man. I really enjoyed watching that game yesterday, the Bengals and the Broncos. And quite frankly, I don't know if someone, I know the Broncos because of their defense, the mind of Sean Payton would be a hard out, a scary team for a top seed to play in the playoffs. But if the Bengals are to get where to make it into the playoffs because of their offensive prowess, I think the Bengals also can be a team that can make some noise. But that defense of the Bengals scares me, though, family. That defense of the Bengals, with all due respect, guys, y'all got to do better. They just ain't good. They're just not good. Now, they came up with, let me give kudos to them in overtime. I did not think that they would come up, make the necessary plays. They held 3 and out. They did what they were supposed to do. And let's talk about these kickers in the National Football League. We got to do something about these kickers. Y'all get set up. The Bengals set them up perfectly. And the man gets out there. It was a perfect snap. It was a perfect hole. And he gets out there and dunks it on the left upright, thus giving the Broncos another opportunity to go and win this game. This time, only needing a field goal. But again, to the much maligned Cincinnati Bengals defense, who I just got on and say they're not very good because they haven't been. But at that particular time yesterday when needed, they came through, got the ball back to Joe Burrow and T. Higgins and Jamal Chase, and they went down, finished the game, did not put it in the hands of the kicker or on the leg of the kicker this time. They got in, won the game, and got out the building. All right, family, got some family members coming on in. All right. Travis 303, how you doing? Come on in. Travis said Bengals almost blew that game though with dumb play calling at the end of regulation. Yes, sir. The play calling too, man. That has been one of the things with Zach Taylor at times too. But listen, he's not the offensive coordinator. He relied on the guys that he put in authority, man. He relied on his offensive coordinator, but some of that play calling was questionable. I agree with you there, and thank you for being here, my friend. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe. The law firm is in the house. Annie Marie Elizabeth Rose Volowski. If that ain't a law firm, baby, I don't know what it is. How you doing? Come on in. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to you, my friend. Thank you for being here. My guys here, St. John Butler. Who that to you, my brother? How you doing? Come on in. All right. Todrick, how you doing? Todrick says, hey, Dolph, are you doing the play-by-play for the Saints Raiders? Yes, sir. I will be doing the play-by-play for the Saints Raiders, my brother. Yes, sir. I got you, baby. Today, right out as the NFL turns, we'll get it cranked up right at 12, right for kickoff. Thank you for being there, man. Come on in the chat, man. Come on live with your boy, Dolph. I got you. All right. Trail 303 say Brown should not have gotten hurt at the end. 3 kneel downs is all you need. Yeah. And I'm with you with that, man. I'm with you with 3 kneel. But the kicker, man. These kickers, man. And I don't know the percentage right now, but if you look at that's 35 yards and in, I personally think this may be one of the most missed field goals in that range in the season by NFL kickers. It seems like they're more successful on 45 to 55-yard kicks than 35 on in. I mean, some of the kicking has just been horrendous. And really, I'm being kind when I say horrendous. All right, family. So let's go back to get the scoreboard. All right, that was that game. Then last night it was the Rams over the Cardinals in the NFC. You don't want to see the Rams. I'm gonna say it again. You don't want to see the Rams in the NFC when it comes playoff time. This team, like I told you last week, the Rams are getting healthy at the right time and they're starting to click. Now, you say, well, they only scored 13 yesterday. It's a division game. It's against a Cardinal team that, quite frankly, came into this game, I'm sure. Well, listen, we got knocked out last week. Now we got something to prove. Let's spoil the Rams season. But the Rams have found the way to win. And on the day where they offense struggled, that young defense, which in the last month month and a half to 2 months, has started to grow up. Fights from Florida State. That young defense is starting to grow up and make plays. The Rams are going to be a tough out in the playoffs. And listen, they got a Super Bowl winning coach. They got a Super Bowl winning quarterback. They know what it takes to get there to the big game and to win it. So if you're the Lions and the Eagles and the Vikings, you might want to hope that you avoid the Los Angeles Rams if you have to play in the first round of the playoffs. All right, Ram, we're being joined by one of the co-hosts of As the NFL Turns, and he's also the host of Come On In Bills and Beware the Stampede. I need you all to go to Beware the Stampede YouTube channel. I'm talking to Bills Nation and support your brother, support our brother. Jeremy, how you doing, my brother? Come on in.
Dolph, my man, how's it going?
It's going good today, man. How about yourself?
Doing well. Katie's in Hawaii today. She said she sent her best wishes and love to you. She said we might see you in a couple months. Trying to get down to Louisiana, so Bills make it to the Super Bowl. We might be coming to crash at your place, my man.
Come on down, baby. Come on down, man. Thank y'all for being here, man.
Yeah.
Let's talk about these games, man. Let's talk about this game, then we'll touch on the other ones. I'll get your thoughts on the previous games we went over. So this game here, Rams, Cardinals, what was your thoughts on this contest?
That was ugly. I'm trying to figure out the Rams offense still. I'm very confused when you've got Kyrene Williams and you're just going in, you're going 3 and outs, pass when you've got one of the best running backs in the league. I think they still need to figure out what they're trying to do exactly with that team. And the Cardinals, I'm just disappointed in them. I really have expected more from them this year. I love Kyler, but they cannot find their way. James Conner had a rough night. I mean, it was just an ugly game to watch. It was disappointing. I really expected this to be a lot higher scoring than 13-9. Yeah. But they made it interesting at the end, and Cardinals almost pulled it out.
Right. I didn't watch this game. I was watching a little of it on the condensed replay. So I just, like I say, the Rams, to me, you don't want to see the Rams in week 1. If you a number 2 or number 3 seed, you're hoping not to see the Los Angeles Rams. Because
they're dangerous. That's what it comes down to. When they're clicking, they are a dangerous team. They're not one of those teams that, if they come out hot, they're a tough team to stop. I mean, we had that problem as the Bills. Right. They can open up the field fast.
And that defense, everyone talking about their offense, but that defense, that young defense has grown up and they have been getting better and better. And now, again, not like many other teams, say like the Detroit Lions, who are just being decimated by injuries. The Rams are on the opposite end. They are now getting healthier and getting players back at the right time of the year, and they're starting to click, and they're a very dangerous team. All right, family. I told you the guys were coming in, baby. Now this man here coming in, he's gotten up this morning. I'm sure he's had his oatmeal, so that means hold on. We don't know what the hell he's going to say this morning. So with all that being said, get ready, because here comes the one and only, our brother, the one and only, Coach Rock. Coach, where you at, baby? Where you ran off to, baby? Go to you on the Oakville, baby. I give him an introduction like that. The man just ducks off of me, man.
He's looking for some of his Falcons gear, Dolph. He's trying to get right. He's trying to get ready for the primetime game tonight.
You know, that's what he's going to do. You already know. That's what Jeremy, you're right. He's probably going to throw on the jersey right now.
Yep.
Just to get on my nerves. He's going to throw on a damn jersey right now just to get on my nerves. Anyway, man, Coach Rock is Jordan. He'll be in the building in a second. Let him get himself together, man. All right. So, Jeremy, okay, we touched on that one. Well, not this one. The one I think this was one of the best of the
fun game. That was a fun game.
Fun, man. That was an awesome game. So, what did you think about this, man?
I mean, Bo Nix he's grown up. He's turned into that quarterback everyone expected to see. And I'll tell you right now, Joe Burrow, if the Bengals didn't struggle like they have this season,
yes,
he 100% turns into the MVP conversation after watching him yesterday. I mean, he is a hell of a quarterback. And when that team is on, he just lights it up. I mean, It is amazing how he can just turn a game around so fast. But, man, if any of y'all on this missed that game, go back and watch it. It is worth the watch. Coach did not like my comments. He was not happy about that.
Coach, how you doing?
Nah, he's like, no.
He going again. I tell you, man. That oatmeal got him early this morning, man. Yeah, but that, like I said, man, Bo. I was actually in here rooting for Bo Nix yesterday because I was so impressed. I was so listen. Y'all know I ain't been a big fan of Bo Nix, but I got to get a kid his due. Damn kid is balling, man. The kid is balling. He is doing his thing. And he is in the conversation for offensive rookie of the year.
For sure.
He's only in that conversation. Now, the thing is, the guy he's against, they have already qualified for the playoff. Yesterday, Bo Nix had his opportunity. They came up short. And that pass in overtime where he had Patrick in that window, he just missed him. You got to make that throw. You got to get that throw, man. But what about that catch that Marvin Mims Jr. made to send the game into overtime?
I like Mims. OU. I mean, that kid was good at OU, and no one has really used him very much. I mean, he's mainly been special teams, but man, he is really paying dividends for that team right now, putting him out there. He has really shown what he's capable of when given the opportunities, and he took full advantage of that yesterday. I mean, he put on a show.
Yeah, he did. He put on the show. Man.
And how good for Bo Nix? I mean, you got Cortland Sutton, right? We know what Sutton's capable of, but then you put somebody opposite where you've got another threat now, Marvin Mims Jr., to step up. I mean, that could turn into a really dangerous wide receiver core. Yeah.
But the thing is, what are you going to Colton Sutton? Colton and Sutton consistency. It comes down to consistency with him. You know? Hey, Coach.
Talk to me, baby. Talk to me, baby. What's going on, guy?
We're doing good, my brother. Talk to us about this game here yesterday, Coach.
What was that game? I didn't see it. I didn't see that one. I missed that one.
Okay. But that was a good. What game did you see, Coach? That was
the Cincinnati game, huh?
Yeah, that was Cincinnati on Denver yesterday.
It was crazy. It was crazy, man. I sit home all day. I cleaned the house. I did everything, getting ready for that game. My daughter came home and wanted to go to the Apple store and get a phone, bro. And I spent the whole damn evening in the Apple store upgrading her phone with her, bro. All in the rain and storming. It was storming down there. I was in the Apple store from 6 till it was before 6, about 7:30, 8 o'clock, bro. She wanted to upgrade her phone.
Gotcha.
So I think I saw the first quarter. No, I saw almost the halftime of that game.
Yeah. It turned into it was a really good game. I think it was one of the better games this year.
Yeah.
It was for sure one of the better games this year. And again, I was impressed with Bo Nix. I was in here talking about, let's go, Bo. Come on, Bo. And you know how I've been feeling about Bo Nix. You know, I ain't like him since the draft in college. But I got to give that kid his credit. He is balling his ass off, man.
Yeah.
And without him, the Broncos are not in the position they're in. They're not here. That kid has given them something. Sean Payton, he knew what he was doing when he let Russell Wilson go. Because he went and got his quarterback, and Bo Nix is the right guy for them. No, another game.
I want to say this for y'all going any further, bro. You know, as media, the media people, when teams are losing, we kick the coach's ass. We throw them to the curb. We talk about them bad. But teams like Denver, there are no big names on that team, man. Shout out to the coaching staff, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't give the coaches the credit they deserve. But if they'll be losing, we quick to get in there and let's fire them, let's get rid of them. But we got to give them their due, man. There are no big names. The defense is balling, bro. And there are no big names on that defense that stand out. You know, it's a collective team effort. Right. And a shout out to that coaching staff, man. Sean Payton has put a hell of a coaching staff together with them Denver Broncos, bro.
Does Vance Joseph get a coaching job this offseason if he wants?
I think he should be in a conversation or discussion.
Okay. I think he should too. All right. This game here, pretty much they did what they were supposed to do. And like I said earlier at the beginning of the show, Jim Harbaugh is proven to be one of the greatest coaches in the National Football League history, I'm going to say. Now, the thing that will supplant his name in that conversation is a Lombardi trophy. But the man has won at every single level he has gone to. Again, he went to his alma mater that was struggling, that had felt on hard times, rebuilt it, rebranded, and won a national championship. Comes back to the NFL, takes a Chargers team that many say was talented but underachieved under the previous head coach and coaching staff, and he has them in the playoffs as they get a resounding victory over the New England Patriots, 40-7, and quite frankly, the Patriots just looked like a team that was outmanned yesterday.
All right, I love the Chargers right now. I mean, that is a team. You looked at Herbert, and I was starting to wonder, is he the guy? Is he really everything everyone thought he was? And you know, you had Keenan Allen, you had Mike Williams, like you had Austin Eckler, you know, the old Chargers, if you will, that were really good, right? Never did anything. And now you look at this, he brings in Gus Edwards. They just brought back J.K. Dobbins, who quite frankly did nothing all game till the last 10 minutes and then went completely haywire. You know, you got Lab McConkey, you got, you know, Quentin Johnson. Like, this is an exciting team to watch. Like, this for me was one of those games I tuned into, not because I wanted to watch the Patriots lose, because I did want to watch the Patriots lose, don't get me wrong, but because I enjoy watching the Chargers. They're an exciting offense to watch. They just have firepower all over the place. And honestly, I wanted to see how J.K. Dobbins did. I wanted to see, were they going to throw him in there? Was he actually going to play a full game, or were they going to be safe with him and just kind of ease him in? And quite frankly, they kind of threw him into the frying pan, but it worked out really well for the Chargers yesterday. And he looks healthy. He looks like his normal self. Like, if he's truly healthy and they get Gus Edwards back, like, that's a dangerous team in the playoffs right now.
Right. Butterfly, how you doing? Come on in. Thank you for being here. All right. Yeah. Coach, any thoughts on this game? Oh, you mean? Oh, my bad, Coach. My bad.
I told you about the Chargers, though. I had they just 2 years. I told them about 2 years. Harbaugh would have this team. They're just ahead of schedule to me. So, you know what I'm saying?
Right. You called it. You called it. But like we always saying, man, this team was just missing leadership. They're missing leadership. And you got a franchise quarterback. And think about this. Now, the next step for Justin Herbert is he must be successful in the playoffs this year. He got to get a win. Yep. If he's able to get them to the divisional round, success. Now, which quarterback thing is, who will that victory be against? Will it be against Josh Allen? Will it be against Lamar Jackson? That's the thing. If he's able to go head-to-head in the playoffs and get a victory over one of those gentlemen that I just mentioned, then many will start to how should I put this? His name will start to reappear in the upper echelon of quarterbacks in the National Football League. But Justin Herbert, congratulations to the Chargers and their fan base for making a return to the playoffs. And I guarantee you this. I don't guarantee much, but I guarantee you this. They won't be up 27 with Jim Harbaugh and lose a damn game. I bet you that in the playoffs. I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
All right. Now, speaking of snoozers and games that Jeremy, Coach, do y'all ever want to comment on this game? What the hell is going on with Chicago? If I think they need management change. They need a philosophy change. They got to build around this kid, man. They got to get this kid some help. Coach, what's your thoughts on what many were forced to watch Thursday night?
I don't know, bro. That's a good question. I couldn't answer. It was it's like he needs better coaching. But then some of the stuff I thought he kind of would pick up himself and kind of digest to get a better. So I don't know, bro. It's a lot, bro. I haven't really digested that because like I'm scared if I digest it, I might throw it all back up. So it's hard to tell what this did right now, man. It's a lot going on. It's a lot, bro.
Gotcha, Jeremy. Your thought.
I just think it's the culture. I just think right now the culture, they don't know who they are. They don't know what they're playing for. They don't know. There's just no culture in that locker room right now. Like the team's a mess. I mean, they tried to gut management in the middle of the season. That hasn't worked. They've got to hit the reset button after the season's over. They need to spend some time together and really sit down and figure out what are they trying to do with this team. And they need to really just lean on each other because I feel like right now there's a lot of division between management, between players, who's performing, who's not performing. I mean, I'm not going to put this all on Caleb Williams. I don't love Caleb Williams, but I'm not going to blame him for this necessarily. Like he's, for the most part, doing his job. He's not making a lot of mental mistakes. He's not throwing a lot. I mean, clearly not a lot of interceptions till he finally threw in this past game, but they got to figure things out. And I think it begins with the culture. I just don't think there is one in that locker room right now. And with everything going on this season, they got a lot of cleanup to do. It's a lost season to me for them. I really expected the Bears to be better, further ahead, I guess, in some ways with some of the changes. So I'm a little disappointed in them, but you know, it's Chicago. I feel like time and time again, they have talent and they can't do it.
Gotcha. JJ Sports Coverage, how you doing? Come on in. Thank you for being here, my friend. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like. We appreciate you for being here. And I personally think that management, there needs to be a hard look at the structure of management for the Bears. Maybe you change the GM, scouting department, because right now things are just not working for the Bears. And it's a disappointing, like you say, it's a disappointing year because we knew coming into the season, everyone thought the Bears had a good defense. They had some players on offense, tight end, running back, a receiver, DJ Moore, but things just have not come together. Trav says, no team can kill a promising quarterback like the Bears. No QB, even the great Killer Williams, can seem to succeed there. Like Jeremy said, man, it's starting to come down. You got to look at the culture. You know, what kind of culture did this young man go into? So that's something that's going to change. But again, look, Seahawks keep their playoff hopes alive. We're going to take a look at the playoff picture in a minute. Now, this game here, let me start here. Already, for those just joined, probably didn't hear my opening statements to the show. The Houston Texans, though they are in the dance, they, my friends, are right now a team that's going in the wrong direction. And kind of all season, this team, they just don't look right. And shout out to the Baltimore Ravens, because what they went in there and did on Christmas, where they were the Grinch that stole Christmas from Houston, because they just went in there and from the opening kickoff, they just walked through them. They beat them down, and it was embarrassing. the Houston Texans, you scored 2. You only scored 2, a damn safety. Offensively, you were shut out. You couldn't even get a field goal. C.J. Stroud is in a sophomore slump, which I don't know what's going on with him, with this team. Now, last year, everybody wanted the offensive coordinator for the Texans. Now look at this year. Do you still want him? Is he still a high commodity? That's why I keep saying everyone's screaming Ben Johnson, Ben Johnson. You let Ben Johnson has turned down a couple of jobs waiting for, I guess, the perfect job. It's the National Football League. It's only 32 of them. You can't keep turning down every job to finally teams will say, you know what? This man just does not desire to be a head coach. And there's nothing wrong with a coach just want to be a coordinator. Nothing at all. Because not everyone is built to be a head coach and be the leader. But man, just impressed with what Lamar, man, shout out to Lamar Jackson as he surpasses Michael Vick in less games. He's younger. When he's broken Michael Vick's record, man, he is just special. And Jeremy, we got to talk, Jeremy. We got to talk. I know Josh Allen's been having a great season, but Jeremy, I did not realize when they put that comparison up in that game side by side, I was shocked. I did not realize that Jackson was having the kind of damn season he is, and he's really not mentioned in the MVP race. My thoughts to that is because been there, done that. He's a 2-time winner, and I think people have gotten, how should I put this? Tired. Just looking for somebody else.
Voter fatigue.
Yeah, voter for great word. Great. Voter fatigue, man.
Hey, dog.
Yes, sir.
Let me say this, bro.
Yes, sir.
Lamar Jackson is having a great year.
Regular season. I know you're going to go ahead.
We pressed this play button over and over. But when it comes into the postseason, he can't win the big games. Let's start with all this shit, bro. Josh Allen, hands down, is MVP of the National Football League.
And this is why I love him.
What this young man has done with the running and the passing and the throwing, the shit is like he's playing out his mind right now, bro. I'm not taking nothing away from Lamar Jackson, but what you see out of Josh Allen, bro, I wish they stopped with this shit. We've seen this, we've done this with Lamar. And last year I was all aboard with Lamar. My father boy said, sit your ass down. Because he said when they get to the playoff, you keep Lamar all right in the pocket, he gonna be Lamar Jackson. And you know what? I had to eat all my damn words, and I'm still eating my words on Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson has to go to the next tier now, and that's get his team to the Super Bowl and win it.
Gotcha.
What Josh Allen is doing right now is hands down, he's the MVP of the National Football League, bar no injuries that this kid gets, bro. And I wish people just stop it, bro. It's no contest to me right now.
Right. And I was, like I said, I believe you heard me say it. I believe Josh Allen's the MVP. I would just when the numbers, when they put it up on the screen, I was shocked because I didn't realize that he was having that kind of season. But like you said, been there, done that, and they even said it on the telecast. Regular season, it's gonna all comes down to, just like you said, Coach, and Jeremy has been saying, it's gonna come down to the playoffs. Just like we just said about Justin Herbert. But Lamar Jackson, 2-time MVP, regular season, you done it. Now, can you take that next step? Can you get over the hurdle? Can you get over Josh Allen? Can you get over Mahomes? You know what I'm saying? Can you get through a Bo Nix? Now, you got young Bo Nix. So go ahead, Jeremy.
Yeah, well, the other thing is, I would say too, and this is, Coach, you're obviously right, and I agree with you on this. Not that I always agree with you, but this I 100% agree with you. Josh Allen should win it. The other thing is, you got Derrick Henry on the Ravens too. Like, if you look at the roster of the Bills, and everybody was saying at the beginning of the season, they lost Stephon Diggs, they lost Gabe Davis. This is a team in quote unquote rebuild mode. They're not going to have the same offense. You're right; they have a better offense. Like, he's taken guys that were essentially average and put them on a pedestal. Like, right now, James Cook, and I'm not saying James Cook was a bad running back. I love James Cook. I liked his brother a lot too. He's got 14 rushing touchdowns. He right now is on the verge of breaking the Buffalo Bills record for rushing touchdowns in a season, which is held by O.J. Simpson with 16. Josh Allen has 15. So you taking a guy like James Cook, who's going to be probably another 1,000-yard rusher this season, probably going to break the rushing, touchdown mark for the Bills. A guy like that, and Josh Allen just can take control of the game with ease. I mean, when you watch him play, it's like he doesn't even struggle sometimes. It's a thing of beauty to watch him.
Yeah, and it's like I said, you remove the distraction. The distraction was removed.
Yep.
The kid, he's just relaxed now. And he's just gone out there letting his natural abilities take over and playing football. Man, and listen, shout out to Knox, Kincaid, the Coleman, the young wide receiver.
I like him a lot. He's gonna be good.
And number 10, Jeremy. I'm forgetting him, but I love
Shakir. Yo, you love Shakir. I hear every week from you, Dolph. I get those texts.
Yes, Shakir, man. I'm telling you, Shakir.
That guy's got glue for hands.
You don't. When you playing the Bills now, you got as long as they keep Josh Allen upright, and just like the Ravens, I think that defense is going to be a key for you guys for the Bills in the playoffs. The defense is going to have to keep you guys in the game until that offense can get going. But right now, he can go anywhere, any given week. Any one of those guys can be the guy.
Yep.
But I think in a big moment in the passing game, he's going to look for Shakir, Kincaid, and Knox. That's my theory on that. And I like to see James Cook more involved in the passing game also.
He's had his moments. I mean, Ty Johnson was getting a lot of that last week. I mean, that's the thing. He was getting everybody involved. So I think James Cook will be more today. I mean, the weather out in Buffalo isn't fantastic today. A little bit of rain, a little colder. So I think he'll be more involved in a lot of ways today. They're gonna go for some of those short ones. And honestly, let Josh Allen stay healthy. Let's just not do anything crazy this week and just get through.
That's it.
Yeah, I'm hoping the Saints could go steal Brady and bring him back to Louisiana, man.
It's not gonna happen, Coach. He's not leaving now.
he giving me a little that Sean McVay, bro, young coach, but he's got the it to him, bro. And I would love to see the Saints interview him.
Yeah, we'll be good. Well, Coach Jeremy, no, we don't like him, Jeremy, but hey, God damn it, they done it again. Number 1 overall seed. They don't have this, they don't have that, but what they do have in number 15. But yesterday was
the graphs.
Yeah, but on Christmas Day, without Chris Jones, the damn defense, for the Kansas City Chiefs, man, that was impressive. What they did to Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh had Pickens, so there's no excuse. The Steelers didn't have their big play receiver. They had their big play receiver. Man, congratulations to the Chiefs. And simply put, like the great Ric Flair used to say, woo, beat the man, you got to beat the man. Woo! It is just that simple, baby. Everybody in the AFC, you got to go through Arrowhead, baby. You got to go through Arrowhead, and you got to get past them Chiefs. Coach, what impressed you about the Chiefs' victory over the Steelers?
It's like just pick your poison, bro. Hollywood Brown back, Hopkins. It's like you pick your poison, bro. Word. I mean, it's like you pick your poison. P-line. You know what I'm saying? Hunt. Pacheco still ain't at full goal. What's the other kid? The other one, 84, 84.
The other tight end.
It's like you just pick your poison with them. Bro.
Great.
Yeah, it's like you just pick your poison. Like, who do you stop? Exactly. Who do you key on?
For real. So that was great, man. Let's take a look at the playoff picture. So here we are right now. These teams are qualified for the playoff in the AFC. You got one spot open. Broncos failed to clinch. You got Chiefs, Bills, Ravens, Texans, Steelers, Chargers. who gets that last spot in the AFC. That's going to be a big key. Now, Cincinnati kept their hopes alive last night with a victory. As we take a look at these other teams in the hunt, Bengals and Broncos, simply put, if the Broncos win next week, they in. If they lose and the Bengals win, I believe the Bengals right now, the AC, they will be in the Colts are in, but I believe the Bengals to get in, they will need the Broncos and the Colts to lose. Miami is outside, they're number 10 right now. So, but their stock is going down with the victory yesterday. Broncos failed to make it yesterday. Matter of fact, right now, they're giving the Chiefs, the Colts, a 24% chance with a win to make the playoffs. The Bengals currently at 12% to make the playoffs. So, Coach, as we're looking at this bracket, as we see the top seed, let's go 2 through 6 right now. So, whoever the 7th seed is, say the Broncos or the Bengals, they got to go see Buffalo.
I'm gonna tell you like this: take all that shit and throw it away.
Gotcha.
The Bills in Kansas City. I don't know which one. It's down to those two.
AFC Championship.
AFC Championship. The winner that wins the Super Bowl.
Oh, you take whoever comes out the NFC. You don't
Buffalo and Kansas City.
Top two.
No injuries wins the Super Bowl. Whoever wins that AFC Championship game.
Gotcha. Well, friend, hey, everybody in the chat, what's your thoughts? You just heard Coach. Coach said, listen, AFC is going to be the Chiefs and Bills. Other than that, don't even worry about it. Who can play spoiler? Is it the Ravens? I don't believe in Steelers. I don't believe in Texas right now. Could it be the Chargers?
If you got to pick one of those teams, honestly, I'd go with the Chargers. If it's going to be I'm going to go with the Chargers. I really like the way they're playing right now. I like Herbert. I think he's motivated. I mean, that game last night, they just put a beat down on New England, which we knew was going to probably happen anyway, but still,
right?
That was just filthy.
Yeah.
So, and a healthy J.K. Dobbins.
Yes. Now, so that means right now, if season end of the day, it will be the Chargers taking on the Ravens.
That's going to be a good matchup.
Justin Herbert. Like I said, you got to be one of those top quarterbacks in the league. What better way to reintroduce yourself as a top quarterback in the league by going to beat the 2-time league MVP? And if that happens, like Coach said, if Lamar Jackson loses in the wild card round, that he's going to be on 2-time MVP or not, I think that he's going to be on John Harbaugh. If they lose to the Chargers or in the first round of playoffs. Now the 4-5 matchup is, man, who shows up that day? I mean, if I had to pick right now between the Steelers and the Texans, I got to go with the Steelers.
Yeah.
I got to take the Steelers. Right now, they're despite what happened this week, they look the better team the entire season, and they got the better quarterback. So, and they got the better backup quarterback. If that turns into a scenario in this matchup. Now, let's go to the NFC side. We look at this playoff picture. Now, Coach, you've been on the lines all year, baby, but you just said it doesn't matter who wins in the NFC because it's either going to be the Chiefs or it's going to be the Bills. But Coach, I got to keep you right, my brother. You have been saying since the season began.
Yeah, I did, dog. But you got to look at they got a lot of defensive injuries mounting up at the wrong time, bro. And that's why I said that they got a lot of key injuries at the wrong time came up for them.
Gotcha.
And that's the only reason why, bro. They got a lot of pieces gonna be missing.
Gotcha. He's in the building. He has awakened. He's healthy now. He's feeling good. The man got a disease, a much-needed disease. Is in the building now. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing good. I mean, I am healthy. I feel healthy. I ain't got no flu or nothing like that. But sleep, right. I ain't did that in a couple of days. So it ain't that. I just had to take care of some business stuff early this morning.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, man. Thank you for being here, my brother, man.
Yes, sir.
Man,
I gotta drop, so I'm gonna let Nan take my spot because I gotta head out and go pick up the girls. So
all right, my brother Jeremy.
Take it easy.
Let everybody know about your YouTube channel and your X channel, man.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at BWR The Stampede, and make sure you subscribe to Beware the Stampede on the YouTube channel, where you can find our podcast. You can follow us also here at Come On In Sports Network with all my brothers right here. So appreciate you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day of football. And as always, go Bills. And Josh Allen, MVP coach, this is why I love you. Good luck to your third words tonight.
Hey, man, have a great new year, man. To you and the family, wish you the best of the new year. And I'll see you in the AFC Championship game, man.
There we go. All right. I'll see you, brothers. Appreciate you guys.
What you mean I see you in the AFC Championship game? You ain't got no horse in the fight?
No, but I'm just saying that's the two teams I'm putting in there.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I had me nervous there for a minute.
That's all.
See you, family. Happy New Year. Love guys.
Doc was about to yell at you, coach. He was about to yell at you.
I know.
I felt it bubbling. I was like, oh, my chest got too tight. What happened?
What the hell are you talking about? All right. Who else came in? My brother, Derek L. How you doing? Come on in. Who else is in the building? I thought I saw Trail come on in this thing. Trail 504. I know I saw you, baby. Marley Miles in the building. Marley, how you doing? Come on in. All right, family. J-Rock, shout out to my brother J-Rock. J-Rock is in the building also. J-Rock, how you doing? Come on in. All right. So looking at this playoff picture now,
I'm trying to pull
Coach already has it. Bills, Chiefs, he believes that's many do. That it's going to come down to those two teams in the AFC Championship to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl.
You said Bills, Chiefs?
Yeah, but looking at the first round, the wild card round, which game would you say has is set up for an upset? I
don't know, man.
The three.
I think the Chargers can catch people slipping. Because even though I think they have a decent team, defense is starting to finally come together. Herbert looking like the Herbert we thought he was going to be when he got drafted. I mean, also I still think they need actual receivers. To be honest with you, I still need the receivers, but they're playing like it don't even matter right now. So
whoever the Ravens play.
And Coach, I was wrong because we just said the Ravens and the Chargers, but no, the 7th seed, who Cincinnati or Denver will be going to take on the Ravens.
Okay, whoever play the Ravens, that's the biggest upset.
Now I just realized the Chargers got to go see Buffalo. So now, if he pull that, if Jim Harbaugh,
I mean, it's gonna be in the cold weather. I don't know if they'll be able to do that.
Gotcha.
But I mean, if it's between you said well, who's 7 and 8? You said
right
Denver,
now,
Denver, and who else?
It's between Denver, the Bengals, and the Colts, and the Dolphins on the outside looking in.
The problem with it is, as much as I like Joe Burrow and like Chase, their defense isn't really about nothing.
Horrible.
And Broncos defense isn't like packed with superstars, but they play together.
Yeah.
And they play hard together. And that's really what you want. And I was listening to y'all when I was driving the car, but in Bo Nix, he has looked much better than what we all assumed him to look like. So the unfortunate thing is the Bengals, they've had a very bad season, full of course, like everybody else, full of injuries, but they don't have a complete team. Their O-line is ass, their defense is ass. They're lucky to be where they're at right now. They probably should be lower, to be honest with you.
Got you.
But I'm gonna pick Denver. Denver to beat them. Yeah.
Denver to beat who? Buffalo?
No, you said between who I picked between those two teams. I said I picked Denver. Not to beat them, but to be the upset team. Yeah.
Okay, Denver. Okay.
To proceed between those two teams.
Okay, yeah.
I think the Bengals, they're not a proficient team. They got too many holes.
Yeah, especially on defense. How you allow that touchdown at the end of regulation between two Man, he just moused their ass, man. That was straight.
Yeah, I saw it, and I had to go look up. I was like, "How tall is that dude?" I was like, "He can't be that tall."
He just went up and got it.
He's shorter than both of the defenders, I believe.
Yeah.
And I was like, that don't make no sense, man.
Yeah, well, Travis 303 gonna disagree with it. He said, "Go Bengals, baby." Nah, you're wrong.
Hey, I respect your choice, but who if Bengals make it to that next level, they're not making out the first round.
Yeah, it too. That defense, man, is like you said, they got too many holes on that defense. Too many holes, man.
Way too many.
All right, so let's move on. Matter of fact, before we move on, let's take a look at the NFC. All right, which has a lot of teams got 4 spots still up for grabs. All right, so right now the Seahawks and the Commanders are in a battle as far as seeding. The Buccaneers and the Seahawks for the last spot in the playoffs. Because we know whoever wins it looks like the Rams, of course, are going to win. I don't see the Commanders losing. Now the Bucks, the winner of the NFC South. Here it is. Falcons have their destiny in their hand. Just win out, you're in. If they lose one and the Bucks win out, the Bucks are in.
The Bucks are playing Carolina today too.
Yeah, they're playing Carolina today.
I'm not saying it's a layup, but it's kind of a layup for them.
I don't know how Carolina's been playing. They're pesky. I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't know if it's a given.
They lost to us.
Then we talking about the Falcons. Nothing should be assumed a given when it comes to Atlanta Falcons.
But it's also it's Michael Penix starting, right?
Yes. Then you got Michael Penix starting today.
I still pick Jaden Daniels over Michael Penix in this situation, just because he has way more experience right now.
Gotcha. So you go who? I'm sorry, say it again.
But between Atlanta and Washington, I would pick Washington.
Oh yeah, the game today, yes.
Yeah.
And it's in the nation's capital. Big game for the Commanders who want to improve their they want to win 11 games. Yeah. So they want to keep winning, So big game for those two teams today. All right, family. Let's go on. Travis says Seahawks have the hope someone win the NFC West by beating the Rams and winning the strength of schedule tiebreaker. Y'all, listen, they at one time, just like the Cardinals, they had their destiny in their own hand in the NFC West. They lost it. You got to handle your business on the field, and that way you won't have to be worried at the end of the season needing help. Help your own self. Help yourself by handling your business instead of having to count on somebody else. All right. Swarman Chahari says, "Damn, this channel streams for a half a day. Good for you."
Yeah, because Zach was on doing tests last night. So
I saw the test with cricket last night.
Yeah.
Hey, come on in Sports Network, Real Fan Sports, man. That's what they do over there, baby. Thank you for being here.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So here we go. Let's get to today's matchup. First one up, fellas. Colts, Giants. Colts fighting for outside chance. Still got an outside chance to make the playoff with the Broncos loss against the Giants. Colts. I don't think the Colts are a lot because of the quarterback. I don't think the Colts are like to win this game today because of their quarterback. In fact, I'm calling for the upset. I think the Giants beat the Colts today and put their playoff host to rest today in New York City. Giants beat the Colts today. That's what I'm going with. What's your thoughts, Coach?
I'm going with the Colts. Flacco starting today, so I'm going with the Colts.
Oh, Flacco starting.
Oh, Flacco starting today?
Oh. Yeah, I was listening to it early on NFL Network. Flacco is starting today.
So they go back to old man Winter when the game on the line, when the season's on the brink. Now, I guarantee you, the Broncos would have won yesterday. Andy Richardson would have been playing today.
You might be right.
I guarantee you that. Now, what's your thoughts on this one, bro?
I mean, knowing that Flacco's playing, I'm definitely picking the Colts. I was going to pick the Colts regardless. I'm picking the Colts. Even though they could play in New York, it's going to be cold. But I'm going to go with the Colts still.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with it. Damn, I got Lone Wolf the first one. Oh, there it is, baby. Let's go, Giants. Oh, don't ask me why I failed it, but I don't trust the coach. And I look, coach just broke breaking news to me. I thought Anthony Richardson was a go, but it seems they're going with Joe Flacco. I guess they set up there and say, hey, the Broncos lost. We still got a chance for this thing. Let's go with the veteran out there. But what kind of message does that send to the team and to your young quarterback? And when you got a young quarterback that's looked to be the future of the team, what does that do to this young man's psyche?
Get your shit together.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to start with these getting these players these baby ass attitudes about their feelings. Get your shit together, bro.
Yeah,
we got to go back to old school football. It's a job.
It's a job.
You know what I'm saying? We got to put these feelings on the side. Everybody in their feelings now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do your job. You get paid money that I don't even know how to count to get to the numbers that you get. You know what I'm saying? Do your job.
I like the way you said that because I don't know how to count to get to them numbers.
Hey, do your job.
But I mean, and that's the one thing that most fans that support a team or a specific player, they forget. This still is a job. So
exactly.
they gotta show up. You travel to wherever you travel, you got the suit on, you got your bag or your suitcase, you're going to work, man.
For real.
So show up.
Show up, man. Like you said, man. These kid gloves with these players that they all
it's too soft and sensitive with their feelings, bro.
You gotta get off it, man. Listen,
my thing is, I believe in mental health and all that stuff. I believe in all that.
Right.
Our generation, we didn't know nothing about that. Too late for us. But
right.
Now that y'all know, cool. But still, you going to work, so you got to be able to have some kind of balance in your life, brother. Figure out something else to bring you to work on time, but bring you mentally balanced. Because if you can't get there, then maybe football isn't what you need to be doing.
Yeah, especially in the National Football League, everyone's not blessed to be there.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Wallace, how you doing? My brother's in the building.
What up, Wallace?
Come on, man. What's going on, Wallace? My brother's in the building, man. Anna Maria Elizabeth Rose Valowski, the law firm, baby.
The law firm.
Can the coach be territory? Yes, sir. I'm going with the upset. 90 coaches like, hell no, it's the Giants. It's the Giants. All right, man.
Yeah. I believe Colts, but it's one of those games where it's like, I don't really care who wins that game, but it don't matter. It don't matter.
All right, let's go to the next game. Jets at Buffalo. Could this be the next to last game for one Aaron Rodgers?
It's been a long time coming, but I knew a change about to come. It's been 2 long years, huh?
I love that song. I love that song, Coach.
It's been too long now.
You treated me so bad, it's over now. They treated the Jets bad, baby. They thought
the curtain is closed, the party is over. Turn off the music and shut the lights off. It's time for him to go home.
They're flicking the lights, the bus driver started the bus warming it up, baby. What do the New York Jets? Listen, I don't believe they win the day against Buffalo.
I don't either.
I just don't. I think this team has more problems than just Aaron Rodgers. One is the underachieving defense that has taken a step back, and an offense of young playmakers that we all thought that they had coming to this season that have not lived up to expectations, and all the turmoil going on in the building with the head coach, the GM, your quarterback trying to run the team, bring in his friends and everything. It's a mess, man. And I think for the Jets, for the sanity of that franchise, they need to move on from Aaron Rodgers. You go have a high draft pick this season. Do what you can do. Try to move up. If there's a quarterback that you want, do what you got to do. Move up and try to secure that quarterback. But of course, it's going to be under new management. But today, going into Orchard Park, taking on the Bills, I'm going with Josh Allen and those Bills, man. They got to keep that momentum going heading into the playoffs and get ready to face the Broncos or the Bengals. And the Colts with an outside chance, but the Colts will not chance will be end of the day when they are upset by the Giants. So, guys, what's your thoughts also on this game? I'm going with the Bills. Simple. I'm going to Bills.
You gave just too much time just not talking about it. I'm going Buffalo. You gave him too much Buffalo. Just now. Shit.
I need Aaron Rodgers to retire. I think he messed up this team. This team had a lot of potential before he got there. They had an offensive rookie player, rookie offensive player of the year, rookie defensive player of the year. They had one of the top 10 defenses last year. Before he got there, he messed all that up. His aura, as he likes to talk about it, is what messed up everything.
Gotcha.
He needs to go.
He needs to go. It's a clean sweep. We all going Buffalo here. Clean sweep. Yes. All right. Next up, Titans at Jaguars.
We're going Jaguars versus Jaguars.
God damn it, dog did it again. It was early. It's 3 in the morning. I was ready as hell. Damn it, do Jaguars.
He just picked 2 different Jaguar helmets.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny right there. I got to all my Titan fans. I apologize. You know, it was 3 in the morning. I was doing it. You know, it been up all day, but no excuses. I apologize. But Titans, Jaguars. I'm actually going with the Titans because Jones is horrible. Jones is horrible.
Yeah.
And I'm taking the Titans. I think the Titans, and I think they win by 2 touchdowns. I'm taking the Titans in this one.
Me personally, this game here in the Saints Raiders games, I think really all 4 of these teams need to play the younger players to see what you want to bring back next year, who you might want to invite to keep around on the roster moving forward to next year, man. I mean, that's just how I feel. It don't matter this game here. It's just who do I want to keep around, who may I want to re-sign, bring back to the practice squad to keep. You know, I'm looking more to next year with this game. So you toss a coin up in there, whatever shit hit the ground, that's who win.
Yeah, right.
I agree. But
look at Trail like 2 J.
I agree, and I believe Tennessee's going to win.
Y'all. Hey, I tried to fool you. I put 2 Jags helmets on. You think I'm going to go with the Jags? It's the Titans, baby. It's the Titans. Titans in this one, man. All right, next game up. Coach just mentioned it, man. Raiders, Saints. Man. Talk to me, brother.
So, I agree with what Coach said, but only thing I'm looking for in this game is my boy Brock Bowers.
Oh, he go
Brock Bowers is 10 yards away from breaking the record. He's 6 catches from breaking Puka Nakua's rookie record. He's 10 yards from breaking a record that's been upheld since 1961 by Mike Ditka. So that's really what I'm going for. I'm here. I want to see him break the record. That record has been standing for a very long time, and all these top tight ends that have come in, after Ditka that haven't broke it. That's the biggest bright spot we have.
Yeah. Now I got a question for you.
Yes.
With them playing the Saints today, if they lose, is the coach job safe? What do you think?
No.
Is his job safe for another year?
No, because I feel like they're already looking at a coach. Because with Brady there, I feel like they're probably already looking for a coach.
Okay.
Just to be honest, they probably already got a list.
One and done.
Yeah. Even though, like I said before, it's kind of messed up because he got put into a situation that was already a crap situation. He wasn't going to fix it in 1 year with no real quarterback situation. Losing out in the draft, not being able to get a quarterback, and then coming to having to pick up all these scraps to make quarterback situation. He wasn't going to be successful. And fans who were delusional to him being successful, that's their own fault for being pissed off. You got to see the real picture for what it was. He wasn't going to be successful this year. We won 4 games. That's as successful as I thought it was going to be.
Coach, other side of the ball. I'm gonna let you talk about it.
The Saints. Ooh, they got enough time. That's that's till tomorrow. I mean, it's a lot, bro. Evaluation of talent needs to go on today. Like I say, who you want to keep around, what young players that you might want to bring back. I mean, I was listening to Loomis talking about he's going to get a coach with familiarity too. I mean, he's got to go. He's the problem. It's a lot here, man. I don't think no big name, no top tier coach is going to want this job because of lack of talent. The salary cap is in hell. You got Mickey Loomis. It's a lot, though. It's a lot with this team, man. The three people I'm looking at is Glenn, Brady, and maybe a veteran coach. I've heard Brable, maybe a veteran coach comes in, but it's a lot. It's going to take to strip this down and redo it, rebuilding process. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot with this organization, man.
Right. Same thing.
And it's just Saints fans. It's gonna. I know y'all. It's just tired of saying. You're gonna have to be patient, bro. It's got to be patient with this, bro. It's about a 3 to 4 year process here.
Yeah, it's got to be an actual rebuild. It's got to be a rebuild.
Yeah. This is what y'all wanted. This is what y'all was crying for. We need to rebuild.
I said the same thing to Raiders fans. This is what y'all wanted. Y'all asked for it.
I don't want to hear no bitching. I don't want to hear no mourning. I don't want to hear none of that. When these more come out next year and they win 3 games, shut the hell up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shut the hell up. Because this is what y'all been crying for. And Mickey Loomis has put us in here. And that shit, in the statement coach just made, that shit troubles me. Talking about getting a damn coach with familiarity. The hell with that. Familiarity got your ass in the position you're in now, plus your poor use of the salary cap. Forcing Kyle Harley to come up with making miracles and shit with pushing stuff down the line. And now that's what I'm saying. Miss Bench, she stepped in when Mickey Loomis didn't want to and got rid of Dennis Allen 2.5 years too late because that shouldn't have been hired. Secondly, she has to step in. She has to demote this man from GM. This man cannot be the GM. This man cannot be the person in charge of the rebuild for the New Orleans Saints. He just cannot, because this shit will go on for 2 decades, long as that man is at the helm. He is not the man for the job. Thank you for the job you did past years, and I ain't talking about within the last 7 years either, because that shit been crap. He got to go, man. But anyway, in this game, Raiders Saints, man, I don't care who win the damn game. Like Coach said, I'm just looking to see the young players in this game. Worth keeping, who we gonna move on from, who we need to move on from, and who is still.
I don't care about the win. I just want to see certain players.
I
want to see if they perform in a situation where it don't mean nothing. Perform.
Yes. Who still want to play football? Who still out there ready to earn their money? Who ain't already packed their bags and got off-season plans on their mind? All right,
I'm with it. Same thing.
This game here, this is a must-win for the Buccaneers, but they better be careful. They better be careful. I'm telling you, these Panthers, they're sneaky. They're pesky. Buccaneers, everyone should win. Look, they won in the Dallas, got upset. Now they're here against the Panthers, just like last week. Many thought they should win that game. Many think they should win this game. They better be careful.
Yeah, I mean, you can't overlook any team.
Go ahead now.
No, I was saying you can't overlook any team. It is the NFL, and things do happen. So I still believe Tampa Bay has what it takes to beat this team. But I do hear what you're saying. I kind of agree with it. But I'm still picking Tampa Bay.
Gotcha. Coach, your thoughts on this one, right quick?
Carolina scrappy, but I'm gonna go with Tampa. But I think it's gonna be a competitive game, man. But I'm gonna go with Tampa on this one.
Gotcha. All right. Cowboys and Eagles. On paper, Eagles should win this one easy, right? But it's the Cowboys, it's the Eagles. And quick question. I'm serious when I say this. The man's 4-3 as the starting quarterback. Has Cooper Rush earned himself an opportunity anywhere else?
Yes.
Potential stopgap.
Yeah.
You say yes too, Coach?
Yes.
Yeah, and we all say Eagles should win this game.
Yeah.
Eagles. Yeah, everybody going Eagles. All right, chat. Let us know, Eagles, Cowboys, who you got. Next game up, Dolphins, Browns. Again, the Dolphins, one of the most, I think, disappointing teams. The loss of Tua for a good portion of the season hurt this team. But you had this team here. They got a lot of infighting going on, too. You got the head coach and players going at it, management. So what kind of offseason will the Miami Dolphins have Today they're in Cleveland taking on the Browns, who don't have a quarterback. My opinion, the Dolphins should win this game because I believe the Browns would turn it over at least 3 times today. Despite it being cold, we know the Dolphins don't play good in cold weather.
But they don't.
I'm going with the Dolphins, man. I think the Dolphins win this one 16-9. I'm gonna say 16-9.
It's so crazy when you look at the talent the Dolphins have, and that to be a score prediction is rather sad, to be honest with you. It's actually sad. I believe Miami should win this. There's too much disarray with Cleveland right now, so I'm gonna go Miami. Let's keep it in Miami.
Gotcha, Coach.
Miami.
Now the game of the day: Vikings versus Vikings.
Hold on, because you got a birthday shout out in the chat.
Oh, yes, sir. Most definitely. Got the shout out Derek Jr. Go ahead. Now, thank you, sir. Shout out to my son DJ.
Yes.
Birthday.
Happy birthday, man. Yes, sir.
Happy birthday.
Birthday to you, my brother. D, how old is little D making today, man? How old is little Derek making today, man?
Yes, sir.
Hey, and still put that black and gold on them, baby. Wear with pride, baby. Because the good times gonna come back. Just maybe a decade from now, but it gonna come back though. But happy birthday to little DJ, man. Happy birthday, Derek Jr.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday.
Uncle
Happy birthday, man.
Uncle Coach and Uncle Nine. Happy birthday, my brother. Damn, little DJ Jr. That grown ass man for 31. That boy.
Damn, he ain't Lil no more. He's my Lil DJ.
He's still little Derek, but not there. He did. I think he got a Christmas present, a bike or some shit for Christmas.
What up, Game Well?
Happy birthday to you, DJ, my bro. Happy 31 years, young man. Wish you many more, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Many more.
Many more, man.
Yeah, he put Vikings versus Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings. That lets me know who I'm going with this contest. I'm going with the Vikings, man. Vikings. I tell you, man, 3 in the morning, man. See, I'm ready to fight. I'm taking the Vikings, baby. I'm taking the Vikings for the upset over the Packers. Actually, it probably all common sense, no, it probably be the Packers. But I'm taking the Vikings. Vikings still with an opportunity to win the North, still with an opportunity for the number 1 overall seed.
Yeah. So
this game here means a lot. Green Bay is a team, a lot of teams, I think, don't want to see in the opening round of the playoffs either, because they have the capability to beat you too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going with the Vikings, guys. Who you taking?
I'm going with the Packers. Me love still live here, baby. I'm going with Green Bay starting to click again at the right time.
Gotcha.
Is Jacobs okay? Because he did go out. He did leave the game last week's game, and they didn't say what the injury was.
I hear it.
Because he left the game and never returned.
Let me see, Joe. Let me look at the breaking news here. See if they got any news on him on injury report.
Green Bay is 11-4. Yeah, nothing. He's not on the actual.
I don't see him on the
injury list, so he should be fine then.
Yeah, I don't see him on the injury list at all. Yeah, he should be.
I know in the past he has hip issues and abdomen issue.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that's been something he was injured with before when he was with the Raiders, and it kept him out for a while. So that's why I was wondering. Because like I said, he left the game, he never came back. So, but if he's there, I kind of give the leverage to Green Bay, but I would love to see the Vikings win.
Yeah, gotcha.
Basically, you know what I'm saying?
Now, speaking of love still live here, Coach. The Packers with Jordan Love has scored 30 points in 5 consecutive games, which is the longest active streak in the NFL and the second longest single season streak in their franchise history. The longest streak was in 1963, a 7-game span. Now let's go to the other side of the ball. Just like I talked about Bo Nix, we all know Sam Darnold has showed us for 6 years who he is. But has this man finally found the right home?
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
to take advantage of his skills. We always say it on here. We always say it. Players need to be in the right system, the right environment, have the right coach. And it seems this year everything has lined up for Sam Darnold, and he has went out there and he has strived. Sam Darnold has career highs in wins this season, 13. He has career highs in passing touchdowns this year, 32 touchdowns. And he has a passer rating this season with the highs of his career of 105.4. Sam Darnold has earned himself some money next year. The thing is, will he be back in Minnesota as the starting quarterback, or will another team just offer him, as they say, the bag, and he moves on? What's your thoughts on this one?
That's a good question.
That's a very good question. I don't think they should move on from him because position-wise now, they won't be able to get a top-tier quarterback in a draft.
Right.
Unless they know something from somebody they can pick up in the 3rd or 4th round. But right now you have a solid quarterback. Yes, he's a veteran, but he's playing at a high level. He looks really good, much better than what anybody has thought he was going to look like. See, and maybe like you said, he finally found a place where he feels comfortable.
Right.
And that's what it is about feeling comfortable.
And having the coach believe in your talents.
Yeah.
Into your strengths instead of trying to fit you into his system.
And that's one thing that I think kills most players' livelihoods in NFL is them trying to be forced into a peg hole when they're not that size. And that's the problem with NFL.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Because if they let him go, he's going to the Jets probably.
You think he'll actually go back to New York?
They'll probably pay him to come back. Because where else is he going to go?
Yeah, I couldn't. I just don't see him going back to the Jets, man. I just don't see him going back to that, man.
Or he can go to Dallas.
As the backup?
I mean, I'm surprised that we haven't heard no rumors of them trying to get rid of Dak. Because you see what Cooper's doing.
They're not getting rid of Dak.
You see what they do? What Cooper's doing?
They're not
with the same stuff that Dak had.
They can't because they just gave him that contract.
Yeah, they're not getting rid of Dak.
Too much cap money.
Them by last year, you can if you want. You can eat $50 million or more. They can if they want.
I don't think this early though.
Yeah,
probably not this early.
I don't know. I mean, hey.
I think the Vikings would be smart to keep him out. That's basically what I feel.
Yeah, I think so too. And I don't think he leaves Minnesota. I mean, Donald's not that old. He's still fairly young. And I think he's found the home. Why leave? Well, you had the best year of your career. A season that has, let's be honest, has revived his NFL playing career.
Oh, yes.
You know, most definitely has revived his NFL playing career. So I can definitely see him re-signing. I think it would be wise for him. But again, money talks, BS walks, man. The thing is, how much will the Vikings offer him? Will they try to lowball him? Will they come at him and be like, hey, you didn't have the kind of success you had until you came to play for us. And we feel and believe that it's been proven over time you won't have the same success if you leave us. So let's meet somewhere in the middle. I know you want this much, but this is what we're thinking. So it's going, you know how negotiations go. So we'll see.
Unfortunately. I mean, I think they would be shooting themselves in the foot if they did that.
Yeah.
Because then you might all of a sudden get the Darnold from before.
Yeah. No, Travis, we were talking about Darnold, but now I have put up a possibility of the Cowboys of a landing spot for Darnold, and he brought up the Cowboys, whom he think may possibly be thinking about moving on from Dak, but coach doesn't think so because of the money they just invested in Dak. And Marie says, just to let you know, dog, please go below to read the rest of the setup.
She asked about Belichick. Higher up. Let me see. Yeah. Right here. There we go.
If legendary head coach Bill Belichick was not going to become the new football coach at the University of North Carolina, He would have been still searching for a job. I don't think no team was going to hire Bill Belichick.
I don't think so. I think that's why he went to North Carolina. I think he didn't, being on the analyst table, that wasn't really his thing. Yeah. I don't think he felt comfortable. He only feels comfortable, being a coach.
Yeah. This is good. Go ahead now. Finish your thought.
I was saying, and the one thing people don't realize, like, when you're a head coach in a professional, when you're in the pros, it's very different than being a head coach in college.
Yes.
College, you have so much more control.
You got to go to them. They don't come to you.
Yes.
You got to get your and go on the road.
People don't understand that. People don't understand that.
You got to go to them.
In the pros, the players with the big money call the shots. In college, the coaches call the shots.
I got you, Travis. I hear you. All right, next game, Sunday night game, big game, Falcons, Commanders. Talk to Michael Penix Jr., first road game of his career. He goes in to take on the Commanders. Last week, he took on the New York Giants, which was like a damn glorified scrimmage, but now you're facing a real team. Yeah, 7-7. Now you're facing a real team with a real quarterback, a team that's in the playoff, a place that you're hoping to go. They have put their playoff hopes and lives in the hands of Michael Penix Jr. Do the Falcons get a win tonight? Yes or no? I'm going to say no. I think the Commanders get bombed, but I think it'll be a closer game than many think. I'm going Commanders 27. I'm just playing Falcons, man. It's his first road start, 13.
Yeah. First road start, he'll do some things where people see his potential, but most likely it will probably falter towards the end. I expect Washington to not really steamroll them, but look like it's not really a true challenge.
Competitive game,
not super true challenge for them.
Gotcha.
Commanders with the dub. Easy.
Yeah, we all going Commanders in this one. Sunday night. What a difference a year makes. This game has lost all its luster. Lions, 49ers, even beat Lions, man. Lions. I'm going to Lions. Simple. I'm just going to Lions.
I'm going to Lions. I've been pushing for them since last year. I'm still pushing for them. I just want to see them in a big game, man. They deserve it. They deserve it.
Going to Lions, man.
Yeah, this might be Purdy's last game in Frisco, man.
Might be.
Yeah.
Coach, you a GM, you need a quarterback, a bridge quarterback, or a young, promising quarterback. Do you consider Brock Purdy?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to Dallas and see if I can make the trade.
You trying to get Dak?
Nope. I want Rush.
You're ready to go with Cooper Rush than Brock Purdy?
Yeah.
Gotcha. God can't do no respect that. Yeah. All right, family. Y'all know what time it is. All right, family. Here we go. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for straight ballin'. All right, week 17, baby, that's right. We got one more week after Sunday of regular season football. So it's football straight ballin'. So who's going to be straight ballin' today? Without William wrong mistake. That's not going in these damn games today. But I'm going to tell you where your boy Dolph is going. I'm going no other than the Packers and the Vikings game. George Patterson will be my straight balling candidate of the day. He will ball today as the Vikings will get by the Green Bay Packers and put all the pressure on the Detroit Lions to have to win tomorrow night. Not only to win the NFC North, but secure the number one seed in the NFC. I'm going with Jordan Addison of the Minnesota Vikings. 9, who you got?
Well, I'm gonna go to the Black Eye Bowl. Raiders versus Saints, but I'm only going for a singular player. I'm looking at Brock Bowers to finish off breaking the records. He already set a record, hitting 1,000 yards, the quickest hit 1,000 yards as a tight end. And has to go ahead and get those most catches as a rookie receiver, and to break the record for Mike Dicker from 1961. Brock Bowers is my baller for the rest of the season.
Let's go. Who you got, baby? Who you got?
Man, get the popcorn ready. Jay Daniels tonight balls out and solidifies NFL Rookie of the Year.
You have it, family. There you have it. Well, another successful show that is in the book, family. We want to thank everybody for joining us as the NFL Turns. Remember, we're here each and every single Sunday, baby, all the way through Super Bowl Sunday. If you think we're crazy, now wait till everybody's here in this playoff time. You ain't seen nothing yet. So shout out to Carlos, Jeremy, Zach, DJ, PJ. Stay here for all our family members. Until next time, family.
Get out of here, baby.
And remember, the doors are now open.
The cover is sports. That